Hey you guys, my light's really harsh, but this is going to be a little bit of Grapevine Galleria after dark. So yesterday and tonight we're moving in some new furniture and new pieces, and I'm grateful. I gave the plug for Kevin, the painter, yesterday, but he's the one who's been helping me with getting all of this stuff into the store and organize that part, and that's been a good help. So you're gonna see a little bit of what goes on behind the scenes. I thought that would be fun. So so join me tonight. Here we go. Anyway, I'm working really hard to get my old life back. I know it's gonna be a while yet, but for those of you that are following the Shena Strong, my cancer journey that's now over 2 years long, and the reclaiming of myself, my mind, my soul, my body from this disease. I'm grateful I lived. So anyway, I am super exhausted. So that's why I said earlier I was grateful because for Kevin, because he's been doing the heavy lifting and I didn't have to go do that because I was way too tired. And in order for me to move forward, this is what it takes is it's been people willing to help out, because normally I would be doing stuff like this, out hauling furniture and stuff like that with somebody that worked for me at the store. And boy, that's changed since not only my cancer diagnosis, but the pandemic. So here I am trying to get back a little bit. It's later. I'm just exhausted. I am ready to go to bed. I've been ready to go to bed all night since I got home at 3:30 today. But we're going to go behind the scenes, and I'm going to show you a little bit about what I do and I've been doing for a living as a small business owner, and also as a person who is a chronic illness sufferer, an invisible illness sufferer with the chronic pain and chronic migraines, and which I haven't been focusing much on because the cancer journey is overshadowed. So we're going to, you're going to see me trying to reclaim my life back a little bit tonight. I thought it'd be great. It's made me think a lot about and reflect upon my story over the last year. And I've really been finally able to sit down and really write about it and chronicle it from the point of an observer rather than, and seriously, as I hit these mile markers after my cancer diagnosis, and also during last year in 2021 of a full year of treatment, it's kind of overwhelming because I look at myself and I'm like, holy shit, look at all this hair. But it's very, wow. Like last year in November, there were pictures of me and I literally looked like I was on death's door. And it's sad. It also pulls at my heart. It's also sad because I've known those that didn't win this battle like I am and weren't able to claim back their bodies like I am. But every little bit, we're almost there, everybody, almost there. I just have a few more months and one more surgery. And, the healing's already starting to begin. Like I said, it's overwhelming to see how far I've come in just a year. And as my doctors actually said, I was an example patient. So imagine that, like I said earlier. But the treatment worked, and I worked the treatment. And as long as I stay on my tamoxifen and I continue with doing what I'm doing the way I've been doing it, we are going to be all good, y'all. I am just thankful and grateful for all of you. You have all helped and still continue to help and are making such a difference in my life. Thank you. Just thank you. So, albeit I'm totally exhausted, I'm not on here tonight crying because I can't be out there doing my work. I'm actually persevering through, but I'm also doing this knowing that I don't have doctor's appointments tomorrow and I can rest. And so that's also part of the planning of the pacing and learning to work back into my energy. And as I learned last week with doing some extra activity that, I had to back off. And so this week is a new chance to do it over, a different opportunity, this time with it involving the store. So I thought it'd be fun to show you that part of my life. So my antique and vintage store, my little eclectic, unique gallery. It's the Galleria. So I thought I'd show you some of that. But this is the behind the scenes, what I've been crying about missing out on the last 2 years, and what you have all been helping me, by you helping me, it's helped allow the store to keep moving forward as well, so that I have a place to return to when I go to work, because I'm rather W-2 unemployable, I've realized. So this is make it or break it, my friends. And so, you know what? We're making it. We're doing it. All right. I'll see you when we get to the Galleria. Hey, oh, look how beautiful. So this is part of the furniture. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful the store looks outside tonight. I'm so excited. So, all right, this is the big ass load that we got coming into the store. So this is Grapevine Galleria After Dark. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Look at this. So today I had Laura hauling pieces, and luckily we used moving coasters and hauling big stuff, and she didn't look very happy at the end of the night. Let me give a plug to the turkey raffle and the beef dinner coming up at my church. All right. Ooh, look at the furniture. All right, I got to get the door open for these guys. Really contain my excitement. Ah. So this is peering in the Grapevine Galleria windows at night. Look at that. That's original work by Lana Days. And oh, look at this. Isn't that cool? Packerland. Yeah. Pretty cool. Ooh. All right. Here we go. Moving stuff in to the Grapevine. Okay, so now we're just waiting here for Kevin to arrive. Him and his the guy he hired to help move the items to the store. So I'm going with them to direct them bringing it in. So this actually, you're missing out on the moving it out of the house part. You're getting more of a back scenes at the Galleria. What I would, after all the heavy lifting is done, what happens. Okay, this is going to be fun. So I'm going to show you the before of the store with the large shipment that we had in yesterday, and then the after, and what we have to contend with. And we have a really big event coming up in town within the next, we have a little over 2 weeks before Taste and Tour here in Westfield, Wisconsin, which is the really big holiday extravaganza, which is a big deal. And you get maps, and you get stamps, and we have food. And so not we, just my store. It's like a whole bunch of businesses and crafters and vendors at the churches and the VFW. So yeah, I believe that, I don't know. Yeah, so that's a big deal. So we're getting ready for that. So that's also hard because, as I talked about pacing and all of that earlier, I have to pace my energy. And I feel part of the reason I ended up in the hospital around Christmas time last year was because of not giving my body what it needed to heal and to rest and to complete this journey properly. It just, I don't know. I had obstacles that I had to contend with. And now they're different obstacles this year, but better. And there's a quote on these life hacks. I'll find the guy's name and comment below. But he said, one of them is that if you're not embarrassed by who you were a year ago, right now, today, that you didn't do any growing. And on so many different levels, am I embarrassed at who I was last year at this time? And I am grateful where I am today. Even my sufferings and my challenges have made me who I am and brought me to what I'm doing now, as well as finding creative ways to continue to keep a business operating, and also to lay the tracks for and keep myself busy doing other things in hopes that they have potential for growth, and as well as doing the crowdfunding and This has made travel to and from my appointments possible. You guys have done that. And just amazing. And the people that have stepped forward and helped me without, complaining and giving of their time and energy and food and money and words of encouragement, and just, keeping me pushing forward. All of those people that have stepped up and unselfishly helped to make it possible to make sure that I'm okay and that I have, things functioning almost as normally as possible. I mean, people helping me with laundry, like all the things that you would have for if you had a family around you or if you had a partner that you would have help with. But, the reality of it is some people's partners don't help or handle this journey well either. So it's not always that. But, having this support system is how I've been able to do it, as well as be creative and find solutions. Like, even though tonight I didn't go, I can't move any of this stuff anyway, but I could go and help and hold doors and things like that. I was tired. So instead, God bless Kevin, because he allowed me to stay home and get a little bit of rest, and then now come in for phase 2. So, because this whole process, I was at the store all day today, directing traffic and guiding the things around that the guys had brought into the store yesterday. So, and that's unusual for me too. That was the first time I worked on a Sunday in a long time. So I'm in some uncharted territory for a while and learning what my limits are, trying to pace, and also it feels good. And I am most certainly, I'm proud of how far I've come when I look back, and I'm proud of the decisions I've made and the ways I've decided to care for my body and my mind and my soul, and to persist through things no matter what it was, and find a way and make a way. And I am so grateful for all the people that are taking this journey with me. Like, you've all been awesome. So thank you. Even, yeah. Wow, peeps. Some things may make the body tired, but they make the heart feel good and ease the mind, because this is a scary journey for a single gal out here whose only source of income was her businesses. And, we've had the pandemic and I can't work, and the changing economy. So this is how we persist and battle through chronic illness, cancer popping in, and all sorts of things that happen that just, my world blew apart. This is how we persist. We come through, and man, I'm way more better than I was 2 years ago when I got this diagnosis. So cheers, my friends. But last year I looked like I was on death's door at this time. It sucked. I think I just saw headlights. I think they're here. So we're off to the store. Bye. False alarm. Can I give a Tom Petty plug? Waiting is the hardest part. Right. All right. I don't know. I talk a long time, and I know that I like to write and always have, but I have a lot of neuropathy in my fingertips, and it's weird, and that's from the chemotherapy. And it's weird because it's like I can't feel my fingertips and they hurt at the same time. So typing really hurts, and that's been difficult, as well as drawing and doing anything with my hands. But anyway, that was a false alarm. I thought they were here and they're not. But I don't know. I prefer to, this is an easy way for me to document this, and an instantaneous way, and to be raw in the moment to document my journey. And I just got thinking about that, and, because I have been reflecting a lot over the last 2 years, because this is coming to a close, and I'm grateful. And I know these are long. I don't know if anybody ever watches all of them, except for the one time that I watch it completely through to see how I'm doing on film. But film isn't even film. I mean, this is digital media, right? But I'm kind of the main entertainment. I wish I could do some juggling or something for you, but I'm sharing with you my experience. So yeah, and I'll dig up. It's really hard for me to look at right now, pictures of what I looked like a year ago, and
during some of the worst parts of my battle with triple hormonal positive breast cancer, and as well as continuing to manage a chronic pain condition and a chronic migraine condition through that cancer journey, and how with my army that we've made it. And of course, most of all, I give testimony to the big guy upstairs, because I really believe it's my faith that brought me through this, and I believe God waved his hand in the magic and wonderful people that have been brought into my lives. Everybody, and when I even say the help, I mean also too the people at church that pray for me and are kind to me and have been since this started and have reached out. And, so it's nice to have that community and to continue to foster that, and to also be a, take on a larger role as a disciple. And I've been able to, I'm excited. I became a lector at Mass. I got a compliment. One lady stopped in the store and she gave me a compliment on my speaking, and that made me feel really good. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, that's what I got my degree in, this is what I do. I might have dreadlocks and look a little strange, like I am for a town of 1,227 people. But I got up here because I married a guy that grew up here. And, y'all know I'm a single, childless woman and really no family to speak about or near. And so it's, they were stuck with me. But I've made the most of it, and what a wild journey it's been since the cancer diagnosis. At times I have felt trapped, and I've really felt trapped the entire time of this cancer journey, as if things are really, really out of control. But I feel that even though they were really, really out of control, somehow with God's grace and with the help of all sorts of people, we were able to keep things together and make it happen. And like some of the stuff that I'm about to tell you as I reflect, and when I do write, when my fingertips aren't totally killing me, it's really gut-wrenching for me to relive it. And I'm thinking it may be hard for others to read it, but I don't want you to read it with sympathy in your mind, or I don't know, but then don't good movies and good books tug at our emotions and do all that, but this is real, and this is I just don't know, I've had to share this. So I have these long talks, but I can sit and watch people talk about different topics, and I don't know. I'm not very good at editing. I can't quite figure out the trimming and the program I'm using yet, so that's why you're stuck seeing the whole entire monologue, because some of these I would more than likely chop down. Yes. So just ask J.D. Miller from school. Back in my Wartburg days, I did not know what I was doing editing in the TV room with VHS tapes. And here I am out here in this world and doing all this creating stuff and sharing and vlogging, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just had felt an innate desire in my heart to share this, and I have this whole platform and things that I wish I would have known, and I'm willing to be open and talk about the embarrassing stuff and show the hard parts and the parts that people hide, and so that way for those that aren't as expressive as I am, you can know that you're not alone. And I look back, and sometimes I wish I would have been more expressive when I look back at those videos and stuff that I say that I don't want to look at even right now. It's hard because it dredges up feelings of trauma, and that's what I've learned that those feelings are. So much to learn, my friends, but we've got this going on like Donkey Kong, and I really believe that God is finally opening the floodgates for me and allowing me to pour forth and mold into my best and greatest self. And I just heard the horn. Okay. All right. We are off. Hey, oh, look how beautiful. So this is part of the furniture. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful the store looks outside tonight. I'm so excited. So, all right, this is the big ass load that we got coming into the store. So this is Grapevine Galleria after dark. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Look at this. So today I had Laura hauling pieces, and luckily we used moving coasters and hauling big stuff, and she didn't look very happy at the end of the night. Let me give a plug to the turkey raffle and the beef dinner coming up at my church. All right. Ooh, look at the furniture. All right, I got to get the door open for these guys. So I've managed to keep the front of the store rather clean, but look, this is what has came in. So I have not been recording all their huffing and puffing and hard work, but all of this, these chairs, they're carrying in drawers. And so we walk back here. So we have all of these. So absolutely beautiful. Looks a little weird in here, huh? With the lighting. And if you watch the Galleria videos, what normal. I mean, look at how gorgeous the work is on this table. I have these gaming machines here too, if anybody wants to part those out. This is the project the next couple of weeks, is getting this stuff rearranged back here with some of this fine furniture and our other items. Usually this place kind of, as we sell inventory, because this wall was very beautifully decorated at the beginning of the year. And there's legs. Ooh. But we are going to be focusing on this room back here and getting it in order for taste and tour. Okay. So pretty cool. I think we're all done. Yeah. All right. We'll watch them walk out. Look at this stuff. Oh, look at my books. I have a huge book sale going on right now. All right, so it's Shena from coming to you live at my store from a little after hours and some photos. I didn't quite record the guys doing all of their work walking in, but this is some of what goes on, and this is me getting back to a normal life. This is what I spend a lot of my time doing, and usually I would be helping move and carry this stuff. So that's why I'm so grateful. But I wanted to share this with you. Okay. All right. Shena from Grapevine Galleria in Westfield, Wisconsin, 204 South Main Street here in Westfield. I already said that, where the Pioneer Spirit lives on. Come visit our downtown. We have some great shops, and we also have some other great shops down right off of the interstate. So we are a touristy town that is right off of the interstate. So excellent. All right. Peace and love, y'all.